Welcome back.
How's it going?
Well, it runs beautiful. Good morning, guys. In today's video, I've got an exciting one for you. A CR500 restoration. We don't do many restorations on the channel, but we're super excited for this one. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. Let's talk about this bike we're about to build.
Welcome back.
First time changing a dirt bike tire?
Don't recommend this, yeah.
Come on, it's not that bad. No, he's wrestling a tire. He's actually never changed a dirt bike tire. He's worked for me for many years, and we've really only done ATV tires, so it's kind of funny. Anytime we build a dirt bike, it generally gets converted into a big wheel.
Just dropping the spoon in the tire, it's fine. Don't need that.
Yeah, it's all fine. All right, so next step, stand the tire up. Other way.
Yeah, that's where my spoons are.
Now, pull the rim right out. Just grab onto it and pull it out. There you go. So yeah, guys, we got a 1990 CR500. We got all kinds of bits and bobs out on the table here. Bunch of parts we ordered. This bike really didn't need much. It was pretty damn clean when we got it. It kind of looked like the guy that owned it had flipped it over backwards and basically just bent the subframe and gave up on riding it many years ago. So overall, pretty clean. We went ahead and powder coated the frame. I had the normal wear on the sides here. Other than that, it was mint, you know. The subframe had a little bit of a bend to it, which we straightened and re-welded. But yeah, this engine has not been apart. It's just got the aftermarket covers on it that we added. Super low hour bike. We're super excited to get this thing together. So right now we're just getting the old tires off. They were showing some age, but overall everything's in really good shape. So this is a very minimal restoration. Forks weren't leaking. I think one of these was broke, so we replaced it. But yeah, overall, radiators were in great shape. It's kind of surprising how clean this bike was again. So yeah, follow along. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing put together. And by the end of the video, we'll be starting it up and taking it for a test ride. So let's get to it. All right, Alex, where are we at with this thing?
Mid-build update.
Mid-build update.
Before you guys roast me in the comments, because I know someone's going to say something. I know these are upside down. I've realized that. I took this bike apart a year ago.
It's fine.
And I was, yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Nobody knows, but you came in part-time.
Yeah.
And took it apart.
Yeah, I did.
And then I didn't have the motivation to put it back together.
Well, now I'm here.
That engine almost ended up in another frame, but...
An aluminum frame?
Yeah.
They're a lot easier to work on.
Of course. Yeah, other than that, a couple aftermarket parts are fighting us as always. A little trimming on the fork guard to get the axle to slide over. Just little stuff.
Little stuff.
We had to change the handlebar clamps, right?
We did put our clamps on it. The rubbers were just a little off and made the bar sit a little funky. We didn't like it.
Yep.
So we just said, we'll just put ours on it. It's fine.
No, the billet ones look good.
Yeah.
I guess I could offer them for these older bikes.
Yeah, 100%.
Never really thought about it. Yeah, overall, it looks great. Coming together. Wheels are in really good shape, believe it or not. New tires. Yeah.
A lot of elbow grease in this one.
All right, man. Let's keep going.
Let's keep her going.
I'm probably going to show you how to buff the tank after.
Alright.
That shit's easy. You just go super slow and just let the
buffer do the work.
We just have to set up the 30 slot. Ooh, she brown.
She brown, she dirty.
Oh.
You go just till it's hard and just pass and then full kick. Oh, she's got it
Okay.
wrong. Just pass and then full kick.
How's it going?
Well, it runs beautiful, but the front brake is sticking.
Well, that's not supposed to happen, I don't think.
The master's kind of acting up. It's got like full pressure. I can't even pull it. So something happened with the front brake, but
Ooh. Oh, that feels...
old bike stuff. I can't even move the front tire. So this is like a Chase Sexton kind of thing. It just happened to him, so luckily I wasn't jumping. This is like a thing now with dirt bikes. Front ends just lock up. So I actually haven't had this happen before.
Well, we got her all tuned up.
I'm thinking the plunger is stuck in the master. Dude, this thing runs beautiful.
Oh,
It runs freaking beautiful.
how easy it started?
Oh my god. Yeah, we sent Shane to go get some tools. I'm like, I don't know, quarter mile from the shop, not even.
Yeah, we're
16th of a mile.
not a point towards it. We're way down there.
Yeah.
Shane said he needs his electric scooter.
Yep. He could ride his bike over.
Yeah.
But yeah, rider view, I mean, I didn't do shit other than just spin the back tire on the pavement, but
You got a little wheelie
yeah,
too.
the second the front end started locking up, I was like, yeah, I'm pulling over. But just a good spot to hang out, side of the road, it's fine.
It's fine. Cars passing by.
Yeah, this thing is, I mean, I've only really built a lot of aluminum frame 500s, so it's pretty cool riding the old steel frame, the old 1990. We're still gonna put some white vinyl on these side panels, on the side number plates, but we just want to ride it. We're excited. All the parts finally came. All right, guys, well, shit happens. We took the brake lever off. The tires still got a little drag on it, so something's going on with the master. It's just not releasing, and it just keeps applying pressure, so I'm happy because that's not a big deal. We're gonna pull that back apart tomorrow and get that solved. But yeah, overall, I mean, this bike turned out really good. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, it's super low use. We actually didn't touch the engine, so I bore scoped it, did a compression test, looked in with a flashlight. Thing was mint. I couldn't believe it. I was hoping the trans wasn't bad. Shift's good, feels good, the clutch felt good. Overall, runs really good. It was just a little bit dirty from sitting for years, but yeah, guys, super pumped on it. We'll definitely do a follow-up video and go over every part that we put on this bike, but it's mostly stock, so definitely a cool bike for sure. What do you think, Alex?
I think it's sick.
I mean, you worked on it, so
Yeah. A lot of elbow grease is all it needed.
we made Shane start it.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't bad. It fired right up even on the side of the road, so.
Yep. And without a decompression on it.
Yep. Yeah, I think the decompressions are overrated. I could never get my other one to start when it was cold with the decompression. But
Just be a man. If you can kick it, you can ride it.
yeah, I guess I gotta kick it next time. Yeah, I wear the flimsiest shoes known to man, so all about comfort these days. Yeah, it's pretty wild how clean this bike actually was. It looked like the previous owner might have just wheelied it over backwards, because when we got it, the rear fender was bent up, the seat was bent, I think the exhaust was smashed, so it looked like he just kind of flipped over backwards. But straightened the subframe, it really wasn't hard. We obviously repowder coated the chassis. But this bike still has even the original decals on the forks. You can kind of just see how clean they are right up to the top cap. I mean, everything was clean on it. It was just the plastic that was beat from sitting. Again, didn't touch the engine. Just threw the covers on it.
Threw a pipe on it.
Yep. Of course, we did the air striker key and carburetor. So it's got the new key in on there. But yeah, we'll get that brake fixed, do a follow-up video. We'll do a deep dive on all the parts to put into this bike, exactly what we did to it, and go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.
Bye for now.